loose rocks. Lovely. Get out of here. I don't want to be grabbing rocks. I want to be grabbing the ground. And I folded myself in half. I think this curse does a little bit more than paralyze us. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, yay, a tiny hole. I'm sure we won't get stuck in here. If this flower is so deep in this cave that it's so impossible to get to, how does anyone know it exists? Yeah, you get to a hole this size and I'm like, I would turn around. I would have turned around before this, honestly. I still can't believe we're like, don't have a light or anything. We're so well prepared. I don't hear any gurgling noises. Oh, I guess I have to go down. I've gotten myself stuck now. Can my legs bend out, please? These legs are a bit of a nuisance. I guess I'm just gonna fold myself up into a pretzel. There we go. Oh, there's someone left a pickaxe here. Come on. There's a note here. I don't know how we're reading this without a light source. We must have those special eyes. Another page of a miner's logbook. It reads, Tobin, personal log, 9th month, 21st day, year of the long moon. All night in the bunkhouse, I was too tired to sleep. The rattle of the rock drills still echoed through my skull, keeping me in that drunken state between dreams. Yeah, maybe you should have used some hearing protection, buddy. Every time I started to drift off, I could see that hole so clearly. Pitch black, cold, and empty. Yes, I too can close my eyes and imagine pitch blackness and nothing. The sound of water still gurgling and hissing from within. For a short moment, the pull of a dream overtook me, and the hole became real. I moved my head inward, and it consumed me, inching me closer towards the darkness. As it did, I could see a wall of rock emerge just in front of me out of the darkness. It resembled a face, carved in intricate detail, staring at me with mouth agape, gasping for air. He was drowning and gurgling through the darkness that surrounded it, with hollow eyes that faded into holes of darkness yet again. At the furthest point within these dead eyes, I saw the glimmer of gold. The water went quiet, not because it subsided, but because I was under it. Drowning, submerged in black, and unable to move. I awoke struggling to catch my breath. Just now at my bedside, I found a note from Williams. He wrote that he spent the night drilling around the hole and had discovered something he dare not write so as to not alert the other men. Underneath the note were 2 nuggets of pure, solid gold. I don't know whether he stole a march on me or not, but I'm grabbing my pick and a gunny sack so I can join him down there and make out like a bandit. Today may be the only day I've looked forward to descending down the throat of the earth like this. And I took time to write this journal entry instead of climbing down the hole to get the gold. Okay. Every time it shakes, I'm worried it's going to drop some rocks on my head and kill me. Okay, now we're in a spot where I can't. It's too narrow to get my arms straightened out. There we go. Oh, folded my head back again. Turns out we're just an earthworm hallucinating that we're a human. Oh, what is this? I need to back up, I guess. Or just fold myself back. You know, whatever. This is a weird rock formation. Come on. Get your elbow stuck. This is getting progressively narrower. I don't think this is gonna end. Oh, great. Now I'm really actually diving. Well, we found the ruins, apparently. And I float. Most peculiar. I have to admit, I'm curious what's over here. Really? Get your butt in gear, man. What are we even stuck on? I don't know what we're stuck on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we moved a little bit. There we go. Another puddle. Oh, and a dead person. An old miner's hard hat with the name Tobin carved into its side sits next to a pile of bones. Under the hat is a faded and morphed note. How can a note be morphed? This is Tobin writing. I can't say as I expect anyone will read this, but I got myself into a jam but good. Can't believe I still have some paper dry enough to write in. I went into that passage to catch up to Williams, and I've lost him entirely. That water we were hearing before carved a whole channel beneath the floor which caved in under me, sweeping into a new network of caverns the mines never touched. No telling how far down I am. 100 yards, maybe? Barely tell down from up when I washed to the surface. Williams was calling to me when I came to. The fellow was out of his mind with worry. I tried following his calls. Couldn't get the little fool to calm down and come to my voice. He just kept getting further and further down a flooded passage. There was a struggle to fit my big gut through. Oh, he died from being fat. Williams was slight of figure though, so he wriggled on through and somehow kept going. He left his lantern behind and I lit it up and peered into the crack to see if I could at least get a peek at him. It was the teeniest little hole I ever saw. Even a snake would have a hard time wriggling through it. Called for Williams once more and didn't hear a peep in response. It's odd. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me recall that man's face. We were working in the mines just yesterday. I should know his face like the back of my hand. Well, I couldn't help him anymore from where I was, so I doubled back to try and get back up into the mine. The damn tunnel back was also a real tight squeeze. Tighter than it felt entering, though. I'll warrant due to my exhaustion from chasing after Williams. I'll rest here a minute and get back to it. I know that mantled beast from somewhere too. Hey, Loki. I'm guessing I can't actually go through here. Yeah, okay. So this way is just to find that note and Tobin. I think that was his name. I don't know if it was worth squeezing through all this just to get a note. I could just die and go back to the checkpoint, but that's quitter talk. We probably are gonna have to swim because we can't hold on to this cracked rock. It's like loose, so you can't actually put yourself on it. How is swimming gonna work? Do I just like... I'm gonna have to like hold myself underwater, I think. I guess I should just be glad that we float, but I don't know. We were thinking our bones got turned to jelly. Maybe they got turned to air. For being called the ruins, this just looks like a cave so far. Let me just fold my head in here. Oh, come on. The only thing that isn't flexible is our upper spine, it seems. More underwater stuff. Yay. Well, we are actually cave diving now. I kind of wish we'd brought scuba gear. Okay. I assume that I can drown. Come on. Get your fat head over there. Well, the screen is turning colors the longer I stay underwater, so yeah, I think that's us running out of air. Why are we so buoyant? This is an entirely new mechanic to learn, I guess, how exactly to fling yourself underwater. Oh, Lou, our mysterious Lou, who's leaving all these cryptic notes, has left another note. Congratulations, old sport. Though I will admit to some very minor intercession on my part, you made it down past that dreary old den of human avarice with the skill and aplomb I've come to expect. I would caution you against complacency, however. Those dullards above in the mine only ever scratch the barest surface of these depths. You are now about to gaze upon the base of something built by a people perhaps even more full of greatness than those whose dreams ended at a hoard of mere silver. A grand tower built inverted to reach something that dwells below, to commune with it and secure its favor and thereby prosperity and life everlasting for their people. Whether or not they were able to communicate with that something is a mystery lost to time. But they most assuredly ran afoul of many horrors that to this day remain nameless to the men on the surface. You are quite safe here for the moment, and will find a means of access if you adhere to the passage on the left, but remain alert. Amongst the horrors of these depths are the remnants of a great, blind evil. Not an evil of flesh or blood, but one which remains to devour trespassers upon this domain. Blue. Okay. So I guess, Eldritch Horror is in our future. We did have the, one skeleton of the, one dude in the mine manager came to life when we were in his office, so... Okay, I'm gonna drown here. You need to try and do this again. Come on. I'm not very good at this underwater stuff. Cue sonic drowning music. I guess we're gonna find out how long we can hold our breath. Come on, man. You can do it. Oh, ground's shaking again. Oh, this is a long fall. Well, let's explore the above ground stuff first, or above water. Now, let's let it over there too. Is there anything to the right? A chair. Oh, and a checkpoint. I'd be pretty upset if I went in the water and died and there was a checkpoint right here. What looks like an old campsite, and an even older stone structure. Someone has scribbled writing on one of the ruined pillars. I cannot possibly fathom how far I've come. How long I've been down here, groping my way blindly through the caves. Time without light is meaningless, immeasurable. The brain reasons that it cannot have been much more than a few weeks at all. The heart insists that it has been a millennium or more that we have been here, bereft of clan and warm hearth. The stomach pragmatically warns that it can only stand being empty for a few more days at most. The specters, however, sit by my side whenever I'm too exhausted to press on and make observations about my progress with idle interest. They whisper amongst themselves, occasionally loud enough for me to hear. I was much further along by now. These new boys don't know the meaning of real hardship. Oh, hush up. You died moaning for your mama in a ditch some 100 meters up. Let the boy work it out. He's not too far anyhow. They hardly ever talk about the flower that I was told we all crawled down here to find. Frankly, I don't know if they even came here for the same reason I did. Some of them yammer on about riches, or power beyond human reckoning. It's so wonderful to hear. It reminds me of a story I heard at my mother's knee a long time ago. Okay. Guess he's not going to tell us what the story was. Is there anything this way or not? I think that's just where we slid down. Yeah, we can't grab onto that. Guess we're gonna have to go swimming. loose rock makes it hard to get a hold down here. There we go. Buoyancy sucks. I guess we'll go right. I don't know where I'm going. I'm hoping there's an air pocket up to the right. Maybe? There is. Yes, it's quite possible the game might make me crawl all the way back. Although I would have legs, so maybe it wouldn't be as bad. Okay, and that just goes back down to where we were. To the left. Although I do wonder if the flower even exists. Oh look, a dead end. Well, I hate that. Thanks, game. Is it better to go down this way or go back the way we came? There was another branch we could go down here. How do I place signs again? Was it S? Okay. That's not super visible, but okay. Things are turning very red. Gee, I think we've been here before. God damn it. This is a maze, and it's underwater. Yeah, an entirely new mechanic, legs. That must be what it's like for toddlers when they finally stand up. They gotta learn how to get around all over again. So there was another branch down here. Yeah, we could go left here. Oh, but I think that's just back where we came from. I don't know. Come on, don't get stuck here, you dummy. You're gonna die if you get stuck here. We seem to be going in circles. Lovely. I think we got pretty lucky earlier in the game that I just happened to pick a route that worked. Come on. Grab that. Grab that. Let's try this way. I don't think we've been down this way. Maybe we have, because this is just going to be back here, isn't it? Okay. Well, we haven't gone down this leftmost one, I think. Oh, and of course, this also splits into a couple different directions. Okay, more than a couple different directions. Pretty sure this way is giving us some progress, maybe? Oh, we folded our head in again. There we go. Unless this is where we came from. I honestly don't know. I think this is progress. It feels like progress. Ow. Well, I'm surprised that fall didn't kill me. Well, we made it past the first flooded maze anyways. This is probably another one. This is starting to look more like runes, but it is very mysterious. Are they so old that sedimentation buried it this deep, or... Ooh, bottles. And crude furniture. Oh, more scribbling. A story is messily scrawled to the remnants of an old pillar. Long ago, in the very center of a forest choked with gnarled blackthorn trees, there stood a mountain split at the very top, as if by the knife of God. They called it the Grey Gully, and spoke in hushed tones of the witch who lived there in that divide. They said she would grant wishes to people who made it up her mountain. A single slim path wound its way up from the mountain's base in a sluggish spiral. The soil trod underfoot was cracked and barren, almost as white as bone. Strange things would follow a supplicant to the witch as they made their way up the path, both bestial and human-shaped. Their white eyes would glare unblinking, and they would say things in a language incomprehensible to men, yet still somehow irresistibly seductive to them. They would not tread the path for fear of earning the witch's displeasure, but they were still hungry for something only men could provide. If a supplicant managed to make it all the way up to the witch's hut in the middle of the gully, she would greet them warmly. She was sympathetic in nature, and the people who made it past the beasts were all pure of heart enough to resist their temptations. Just one last task was left. The witch had two familiars, each of whom sat atop either peak formed by the gully. A black dog with silver teeth, and a white goat with golden horns. Anyone who could fulfill their desires would in turn have their own desires fulfilled by the witch. The dog would inevitably ask for death, and the goat would invariably ask for life. Somehow, they never went disappointed. Okay. Oh, this rock came loose. So should I go down, or should I think I'm gonna go across first. Oh, I think there's some bones here. Something tells me this is a dead end that I can't fit through. But I just can't put my finger on it. Oh, come on. I cannot possibly be stuck here. I didn't even try to wedge myself in. Really? Why am I having so much trouble? Come on. Scooch back. Come on. It's these legs. They're in the way again, I think. Help me, Step Skull, I'm stuck. Wait, that's a little weird. You're probably one of my ancestors. There we go. I guess we'll go down this mysterious hole. Wow, a puddle. Oh, a nice narrow passage we can drown in while we're trying to squeeze our way through. Go in the cave, they said. Find the magic flower, they said. Do you think the flower will cure me of my stupidity that made me want to climb down here in the first place? Things are getting weird here today? Maybe. You start to go crazy when you've been trapped in a cave with no lights for this long. Oh, another lantern. Why do I not take the lanterns with me? Come on, get over the stalagmite. That looks like a tooth. I don't know if I can get up there if I like launch myself up. I could maybe grab onto something on the right. Yeah, that's doable. I don't know if there's anything up there though, but let's give it a try. Could be dead end or booby trap or something, I don't know. Oh no. A makeshift camp is perched along the fallen structure. Scattered on the grounds are pages of a report that reads, "The city. There are things I've borne witness to that suggest the former inhabitants of this city were advanced at a level unforeseen by any who dwell upon the surface. Technologically, ethically, even spiritually. They seem to cultivate not only an awareness, but a reverence for the power and mysteries of the earth. So much so that most, if not all, of their important structures are built upside down, burrowing ever closer to something. I cannot quite discern what it might be, due to the frankly arcane nature of the wall carvings and legible literature I've uncovered. It could be an energy source, perhaps an unlimited source of food, or some pleasurable substance of some sort. They could even be their god. Whatever it is, they're ubiquitously obsessed with obtaining it, all from their highest priests down to newborns. In a fascinating birth ceremony I've decoded from some texts, newly born infants are evidently placed upon the ground and observed to see if they will start clawing at the earth with their neonatus little hands. This is done in lieu of the typical things most cultures will do to affirm a healthy live birth, and interestingly enough, I see no reference towards treatment of the typical things I would expect to plague infants and mothers during and after birth. I must confess, in reading of their fervor, it makes me extremely curious to see what all the fuss could have been about. Thankfully, there seems to be a great spire-like structure towards the furthest end of the city that once stood as the ceremonial center for these inhabitants. Maybe there I can access the depths of this world just as they did. Okay. Yay, more swimming. scuba gear would have been a good idea. Oh, a dead end. Of course. I gotta say, the X is not very legible the way it gets placed underwater. Come on. No, not back that way. We want to go back this way. Get some air. We're not all that bright, but apparently our brain still requires some air. We have to go deeper. And I lost my green ball. Okay. Try and build up a little momentum here and get deeper. There we go. Now these legs are in the way again. Come on. Ugh. I hope there's more air down here somewhere, or I'm gonna be in for a bad time. Here's a little air pocket here. Ugh. Hopefully we don't get the bends doing this much diving. Which way's the way to go? I could see a path further to the right of that dead end, so maybe that is where we're trying to go. We'll try going as far right as we can. Dude keeps folding himself into a pretzel. It's very disconcerting. An air pocket would be nice. I said an air pocket would be nice. Guys, I think we're drowning. I can't see anything. Well, of course that puts us all the way back here. I don't know that we're all that far away, but we're back to the weird teeth. Well, we can hold our breath a lot longer than I thought, but there was definitely nowhere to stop in that tunnel to get air, so... Come on, go underwater. You can do it. This is going great. This must be where I like popped up and over, I guess. Maybe that is the only way forward out of here. Yeah, I guess. Okay. So there was that note. So where do we go from here? No, we don't gotta take that right passage. I mean, maybe I can just pop up here again. I don't know if there's anything up here. Oh, there's another checkpoint here. Okay. So is like all the underwater section just a trap there, I wonder? Or is this just a different path? Yep, come on. Upsie-daisy. I guess I will stay out of the water for now. Oh, there's something here to read. Let's see. A note from Lou is placed upon what looks to be a ceremonial altar. It says, "Oh, sport, I must confess, you are not the only intrepid caver I have had the pleasure of guiding along this route into the depths. There have been dozens, perhaps hundreds of men I've tried my best to shepherd along the ideal path down to the wonders beyond wonders at the deepest part of these caves. But alas, they all fell to temptation. It's not as though I can blame them. Trinkets like gold, jewels, comely companions, these don't hold as much allure for me as they did for these men. Men who tended to die quickly and with scarce dignity. However, for every dozen or so of those types of men, there were the rare standouts, cavers with real ambition. Men who would persist for weeks, months even, single-mindedly clawing their way past all temptations, trials, and tribulations just to get even a whisper of whatever it was they sought. By now, I'm sure you've come across the remains of a few of those stalwart men in your path towards the tower. Those men, like you, held on to a true desire to stake their claim to the virgin wonders of the depths. All of them came so achingly close as well, not unlike the inhabitants who built this entombed city to begin with. It was a true tragedy to see some of them pass. They couldn't quite handle what they experienced in the depths of the tower. Speaking of which, just a bit more diving through these flooded vestiges, and you'll be there before you know it. Okay, Lou. I don't quite know what to make of this guy. We've never actually met him. He just leaves all these mysterious notes. Lou could have died a long time ago, and he just left these notes. Oh, lovely. Come on. Come on. Grab onto something. This is going quite badly. I'm hoping there's air up here to the right. There is, thank goodness. Come on. Get... Okay, fold yourself in half. Whatever, that works. I may not be good enough at this underwater stuff. Come on. Jeez, how far down do I have to go? I was hoping there'd be air somewhere up here. I your head out of your neck and into the air. Jeez. This game is challenging. Okay. Is this one just a trap? I think it might be. Nope, this one actually goes to somewhere. I really hope this isn't where I came in, but I don't think it is. I don't know, we can't crawl up there, I don't think. Unless maybe we like ourselves up. No, it's all crumbly rock. Okay. Can't go through here. Come on. Come on. There you go. There's a chain there. I haven't seen that before in this area, so definitely somewhere new. This dude's arm strength is incredible. I don't know, is there anything up? Come on. Up. I'll have to see if I can fling myself across this. That didn't fling me as much as I'd hoped it would. Come on. Up and up. There we go. Wow, more water. Who could have predicted that? If there's anything above here, again, we probably need to go down to the right. I missed that line up wrong. Oh, this is a dead end. Well, guess we aren't supposed to go that way. Is there anything up top, or...? Oh, there's this chain up there. Maybe we can get to it. I don't know how that works. Oh, and there's another chain up there. Okay. It's gonna be hard to swing up to. Screwed that up. Lovely. Well, back to breaking the laws of physics, I guess. Come on. Ugh. Oh. Or this stuff is not water, and that's why we're so buoyant in it. Oh, come on, I didn't have this much trouble getting in last time. Ugh. Just barely missing it. Come on. There we go. Jeez. Figure out like what the best way to swing is. Like the wall on the left is preventing me from building up a ton of momentum. I don't know how we're gonna get to the depths if it's all flooded like this. Are we gonna like grow gills or find a scuba tank or just have to go through a bunch of pockets? Lou's left another note for me. It says, "Well, my good man, this is it. The great inverse tower crafted by ancient hands, reverent of the wonders below." You may have noticed a bit of a theme on the way here. How many seem to reference the grand buildings of this dead civilization being upside down and whatnot. To you, however, all the structures seemed to be correctly oriented, pointing upwards towards the surface. Well, let me tell you a little something as a reward for your indeflagrable inquisitiveness. That flower you've been looking for, yes, I do know of the men of the flower, lies in a forgotten garden just beneath you. The ancient natives cultivated it, and aside from curing them of mundane ails like lame legs and weak hearts, it cured them of that most irascible of human conditions. However, the entry to this garden is blocked by an ancient gated mechanism as it currently stands. If you were to climb this tower, you would find a crystalline orb atop its apex. Take this orb and set it upon the luminous altar which sits at the lowest level of the tower below this very note. This will open the gates to access the inverted world of the subterranean ancients. To climb up to the orb directly is not impossible, but enough cavers like yourself have been through, and not enough masons to keep the stairs in good nick, I'm afraid. It would be less arduous to find a path with a gentler slope. Of course, your good pal Lou knows all the shortcuts and byways around here. It just so happens there are the remains of an old shipwreck to the right that should make access to the orb a little less stressful task. In fact, it was one of your forebears who discovered the wreckage a very long time ago. Sure. it go anywhere, or is it just here? Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the tower, and we're not going to be able to hold on to that. I almost had that. I don't know if I can climb up the left side. Shipwreck sounds like more underwater, and I don't like underwater, so... Okay, maybe I can't get up there very easily. Come on. I was a lot closer the last time I jumped for it. I figured out how to, like, climb vertical surfaces, but if they give you things you can't grab onto, then you're kind of in trouble. You just gotta dislocate your shoulders and throw it back like this, you know? Okay, and then this is the slippery rock you can't grab onto too. Well, more underwater it is then. Probably. How is there shipwreck down here? Like, was this all on the surface at one point, or are there people sailing the subterranean seas somehow? Come on. Oh yeah, this shipwreck will make accessing it so much easier while I'm drowning. Yep, upsy daisy. This just goes right back to where I came from, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, well. I just loved almost drowning going through this tunnel. I decided I wanted to go back and do it all over again, I guess. Come on. Get back up out of the water. Try this again. we still want to step up here for air at least, but I also didn't try going to the right. Really, dude? Yes, curl your legs right in front of us where we're trying to go. That'll definitely make it so we drowned. Really? You've jammed your ass in the hole we need to go into. I hope you're happy. Wow. Well, I guess we get to drown. Yippee. I've died more times in the water than I have the entire rest of the game. Oh yes, this is the one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah, I forgot how long this note was. I do have to wonder, with something subterranean like this, I mean, clearly there is some running water, because there's like all this water here and we hear dripping, but like there's not as much weather as there is like on the surface. So like what's causing all the structures to be in such poor repair? Okay, we're just gonna go in here and drown in the exact same spot, aren't we? Come on, dude. Pull yourself together. Why? I did not have this much trouble the first time. Why am I having this much trouble now? Come on. There we go. Head first. That will make it much easier. I guess I don't quite know how to get myself to flip over head first underwater. That might be part of the problem. Come on. Yeah, I know we're drowning. It's kind of obvious. Is Lou a fish? Like, how does Lou think this is easier than climbing up the side of the tower? Oh, gee, I wonder how that skeleton got there. We're gonna die in the exact same spot, too. Great. Come on. Get your head through the hole. Jeez. There is something to the right. I'm not sure I can get enough momentum out of the water because of this log here. Oh, there we go. You have to be a really bad ship captain to somehow sink your ship and wind up thousands of feet underground. Like, it's quite the accomplishment. Can I like climb up the side of this ship? I can't seem to go through it. I also can't wait to somehow have this giant orb that I'm supposed to carry and bring super far underground. Oh, rope. Come on, dude. Lift yourself up. There we go. Okay. Yay. Swinging. Well, I saw there was this place to hold on to. I don't know if there's anywhere above it. Ah, shit. Really? God damn it. Well, at least I don't have to go back through the water section. Dude, just reach up and grab the ship. Thank you. Come on. Why is this so difficult for you? About swinging myself over to the rope, but I should probably play it a little more safe. Should I just climb up the rope and see what's above us? Yeah, okay. Almost fell. Caught myself. And almost fell again and caught myself. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ah, I see. I can't actually climb the mast of the ship. Very easily, anyways. Can I get up there? No, I don't think so. Okay, so I probably do have to fling myself over and climb on the left then. Using the rope is going to be a little easier, I would think, flinging myself. Oop. Well, I screwed that up again. Jeez. I'm doing so great at swinging today. Get your legs down there, and then we can launch ourselves over. Come on. Again here. Come on. Come on, dude. least I flung myself correctly that time. There we go. Okay. So I need to be careful here to not grab onto the fragile rock. There we go. Now what? Yep, there we go. Come on. Cannot really see what is above me here. It is very dark. There must be some solid rock up here somewhere, right? I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if I didn't have to swing over to this side, but this looks like maybe there's a spot way up there. Oh, we only drowned like 5 or 6 times. We're doing great. Okay, this is the top of the mast. Okay. Apparently we need to climb to the top of some tower to get some orb. Goes to some temple at the bottom that has the flower. Assuming we can trust Lou. A person we've never met who just leaves mysterious notes. And somehow knows an awful lot about us all of a sudden. Ups the daisy. There we go. Come on. Up you go. And I guess we're just gonna fall over here? I don't know. Oh. I didn't really want to fall that far, but okay. I'm also a little concerned that we haven't seen a checkpoint in a bit, and this has been a pain in the butt to get through to this point. But, you know, that's just how it goes, I guess. There's also a shipwreck underground. I don't know how it got here. This be a dead end. I couldn't actually go this way. Lovely. Come on. You can do it. Probably. They really smashed this ship up. It is in many pieces. And let me guess, I can't get up here either. Okay, I just love going for dead ends. Come on, rat dude. Up. Up. There we go. Come on. Up. If this is another dead end, I'm gonna be annoyed. I think up this way is... yeah, we can't go that way. So I think we need to get our way over to the rope. Thinking plant monkey bars across the ceiling is gonna be the easiest. Yeah. Why can't it be more of this? That kind of stuff is easy. Now where exactly am I supposed to be trying to swing to with this? Where I'm going. Yay. Okay, hopefully this ledge was where I was trying to get to. Ah, Lou has left me a note on an old piece of the shipwreck. Well, old sport, I believe you've made contact with what remains of Captain Clarkson's expedition. Okay. Clarkson was a funny chap. He was already extremely accomplished as an explorer of the surface world, from what I've gathered. He really had very little reason to desire anything held within these depths. But he was getting on in years. Something seemed to trouble him about mortality. He seemed to believe it wasn't enough. The laurels of accomplishment, the material gains of treasure untold, the satisfaction of discovery. No, there was an infinity of successes to be had in this life, and it was unfair, so unfair, that he had to bow out and take his leave when the Reaper came calling, like all other men. He wasn't like other men, not remotely. He was smarter, richer, more charismatic by degrees than the beggared measurement. As you can no doubt surmise, modesty was not one of Clarkson's vices. Somewhere he had heard tales of these caverns, of a river hidden within. To drink from the river would remove the shackles of mortality from a man, grant him life and youth everlasting. Of course, if such a river does exist, I've never seen it. That didn't stop Clarkson. He did not care to live out the rest of his supposed immortal existence in such dour subterranean environs. In fact, the deeper he delved, the more convinced he became that he was again out at sea on an infinite plain of ink-black waters. No wind stirred his sails, no waves lapped at his hull, an eternal night voyage. I suppose he did get what he wanted in the end. So what, they build a boat down here then? Or I'm confused how he got the boat here. Ah, another rope. Oh, finally a checkpoint. And another camp, it would seem. I don't know if there's going to be a note this time, actually. There is a note over here. Let's see. A dusty, leather-bound diary corroded by salt and time. Salt? That seems odd. Inside is an entry that reads, Captain's log, 10th day of Clarkson's uncanny voyage. Year of the hanging mantis. Bother and damn my shiftless crew. The only one of any worth at all these days is the lummox. It seems he's the only one left with any loyalty to me, any trust in my motive. All day long I hear their snide, sour little mutterings. Damnation. As though they weren't all glither-eyed with greed. Hearing the talk of those native villagers at the mouth of the river we forded up to this cavern. They told us some strange extinct empire that used to have its capital deep beneath the earth, save for a small sort of port town around the entrance to this cavern. Here we are at the very place, and yet all my men have gone soft. You'd hardly mistake them for the bawdy, swashbuckling lot that were singing songs and carrying on, growing ever more excited as they recognized the signs the villagers told us to look for. Their excitement palled for but a moment as we traversed a swamp covered in a perpetual carpet of silver fog. A week of wandering did little to dampen their spirits. But just a fortnight out of the sun's light, and they're all babies mewling for their mothers. Indeed, I saw temetry and color flee from their faces as we tripped over the lip of the entrance and plummeted down here. I found it invigorating, naturally. Surely the great and learned people of this once flourishing civilization have some method of returning to the surface, else they would not have built a township around its entrance. The natives at the mouth of the river were quite animated, attempting to ward us off. Greed, perhaps, or jealous scorn that they were not possessed of such peerless nerve as my own. No matter. I will conquer this virgin trove and return it into the surface world bedecked in splendor and eternal life. Well, I guess that explains how the boat got down here. There's the river that flows into this cave. Which also explains where all the water is coming from, I guess. Is there a hole here, or no? Okay, I guess I don't go this way then. I mean, I guess we are supposed to be going up to get some orb, so... But at least now we know how the ship got here. It seems like that would have been a much faster way to get here than the path I took. Up or left? I guess I'll go up. Come on. Up's the daisy. Now I do have to go up the left side. This is all crumbling rock on this side. Another rope. Come on, dude. Up. Do I even need the rope, or do I just keep going up? That I need the rope. I guess I'm gonna just keep trying to go up. The right seems like a bad direction. Guessing we like went past the tower and now we're like going towards the top of it. Maybe not. There's something written here. Lou has left me another note. Boy, he sure has become quite the pen pal. Old sport, we've been through quite a bit together. It's been nothing but laughs. I am not laughing. And not to say I take an unkind delight in your suffering. No, no. When I see you struggle, I cannot help but throw myself back into the vagaries of my own life. It makes me smile, puts a strange warmth in my heart. There was a time I too lived on the surface. I was not possessed of the affliction particular to you and your clan, but still I found myself beleaguered by it all. Sunlight, people, the unending noise and tumult of the surface world. It did not help, of course, that I was a man of low station in life. I won't bore you with too many details, but suffice it to say that nothing good ever came easily. I tried living the way I was told would lead to some type of contentment, I suppose. It never worked. I then tried playing my hand against the system. I was quite the reprobate. I steeped myself in vice, sated my desires for vengeance against those who had done me wrong. But still, I did not find peace. In fact, I was worse off than when I started. Utterly destitute and without anyone in the world who would say a kind word on my behalf. I faced all manner of persecution for my sins. Much of it earned, I'll grant you, but much of it not. They would not put me to death. No, my crimes warranted an unending servitude to people who had repulsed me my entire life. I could not bear it. I would not bear it. So I fled. That's enough for now, old sport. I'll leave you another note in the upper half of the tower. Just ahead, there's a flooded passage. Make your way past that and follow the signs I've left for you. Up the rope, across the gap, and you'll be back in the tower. Just be sure you don't fall. Otherwise, you could be making the climb back up from the bottom again. Oh, God. I hope not. That would be very Bennett Foddy of them. Yay, we can go drowned again. For like the 10th time. I have not even been keeping count. And now I got getting wedged again. These legs are quite inconvenient when they get in the way. I still say we should have removed them. The flower will make them grow back, would be my guess. Come on, we're gonna drown again. I sure hope there's air up this left passage. Oh, there's a fallen rock in my way. It's getting very hard to see. Why are there all these rocks in the way? Is there air up here anywhere? I cannot see anything. Guys, I think I drowned again. Yeah. Wow. What a surprise. I'm getting very good at drowning. Well, we didn't try going this way. Let's see what's over here. Oh, there's a note here. Carved onto the face of a boulder is a short message. Here lies the crew of Her Majesty's ship, the Lead. This crew sailed under the command of Captain James Clarkson during the year of the Hanging Mantis, throughout a 6-month voyage across the eastern coast of the colonies. This memorial stands in remembrance of the crew's brave effort to return the Lead to open waters. Their valiant sacrifice is carried onward by Captain James Clarkson and First Mate Quacko, the sole surviving officers of the expedition. Okay. there anything back this way? Skeleton's moving. I don't know how I feel about that. He just walked away. That's the second time we've seen that happen. Well, there are a bunch of skeletons behind that boulder. That I'll be able to make it up this passage, but we will try. Okay, I guess some of the stuff here is in the background. It's not quite as narrow as it looks. Although it is still quite narrow. Come on. Oopsie daisy. I think it does get narrow here, though. I assume that's the crew of the ship. I don't know that they all died of natural causes, honestly. Okay, well, I don't think I want to go that way. I guess we do have to go back to the passage and try not to drown again. Up we go. I guess we didn't try using this rope to go to the right either. Maybe there's like another checkpoint back there. Not that getting here is too terrible, but doesn't look like there's anything over to the right, though. Oh, there's maybe a tunnel? No, it's just a dead end. It's just here to mess with you, I guess. Lovely. The rope is still jiggling. That's weird. I think it folded up on itself. Although I wonder if the skeleton we've seen walking around is actually Lou. You're immortal, but like your body doesn't actually hold up any better. It just, you can't die. So after a while you just become a walking skeleton. Well, back up we go. These sections aren't too bad. It's the flooded stuff that I'm not doing so great at. Come on. Stop. Okay, we're gonna try that again, I guess. Oh, head first. This is good. Usually. Why am I stuck? What could I possibly be stuck on here? This is very annoying. There, come on. Come on, my man. You can do it. You need to stay alive. There's our last body. So we've made it ever so slightly further. There. Jeez, that's a long underwater section. Us a sign. Literally. Go up. So I presume this is the section where you can fall and have to like completely restart the entire ruins. I'm not going to be happy if I do that. Please give me a checkpoint, please. Oh, there's a checkpoint, but it's across the chasm. This is gonna be fun. No rope here, we can't climb on the ceiling. Shit. Yeah, I want to restart. I'm not climbing back up that whole way again. You better put me at this checkpoint. Okay. Like, I'm not doing the entire tower again. That would be where we started the stream today. I'm not spending 2 hours getting back here. Up we go. Come on. There we go. I think this rock we can grab onto. No, we can't grab onto that rock, though. Okay, I guess we did want to be over there. Reach this spot on the ceiling. There we go. Now we have to go through this section without drowning again. Sure seems like a lot of trouble to go through just to get this magical flower. Clock's ticking. Don't want to drown here again. Died to drowning way too much in this game. Dude, how are we stuck? Okay, guess we're going back. I need to try and get head first, but I'm not super sure how to stick around. Because we only have arm controls. I guess if we can like bump our legs on that, yeah, maybe that worked. Now we're doing it first. Come on. You're not even stuck on anything. Air. It's really not that hard. Don't get stuck and die here again. God damn it. Why are your legs facing out now? Why are we going legs first? Really, dude? How can you be so bad at keeping your paralyzed legs out of the way? And we're drowning again. Lovely. We might be here a bit. Swimming isn't his strong suit. Well, that's an understatement. say there's a great many things that this guy isn't very good at. Planning ahead is definitely one of those things, yes. What's that? I think just using his brain in general. He has no critical thinking skills. Leg first again. This is probably a bad idea. Yeah, so we can't make it past this stupid corner. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, just fold up your landing gear, dude. Or not. Okay. Try again. Dude, come on. Okay, now don't grab the rock that's blocking the passage. Don't shove the rock blocking the package back into the way. Well, this is a different place to die. Come on. Come on. You are literally right there. To the left. Come on. I can't see where I'm going. This is not helping. Great. Well. What's that they say about doing the same thing over and over again? 20th time's the charm. That must be it. We've only drowned in this exact spot 4 times now. At least before we were drowning in different places instead of the same spot. Variety is the spice of death. As he face plants into the rocks. Okay. I mean, we're getting back to drowning ourselves a lot faster. You'd think eventually we'd have drowned enough people that we'd have someone coming down with something a little higher tech than just boots and gloves. Come on. Okay. Get that stupid rock out of the way. Keep going. Make sure we stay head first. I don't know how we're like getting flipped around in here. Oh look, a bunch of skeletons all right on top of each other. How mysterious. Hi, Smokey. I should be petting you instead of playing this game. You act like I haven't pet you all day. I know I've pet you many times today. Grab the rope. There we go. Okay. Now we just need to make it off this tiny, impossible, huge jump without screwing it up. Maybe I need to be down here and swing a little bit. Will probably make it easier. Yeah. Okay. Should have just done that last time and we would have gotten through this a lot faster. Okay, now what? Wow, this staircase went absolutely nowhere. What is this, the murder hotel? I guess I can keep climbing along the ceiling. Like, the orb's supposed to be at the top, right? So I'm assuming I'm supposed to keep going up. So I'll go with left. Left is at least a lot easier. Oh, no. A dusty book of some ornate antiquity sits upon a forgotten pedestal. Inside is written, "Brothers and sisters of our order, we stand now in the most sacred of places. Here at the very bottom of the world, no man lies closer to it than we do. You may hear voices, you may see things, you may even begin to sweat uncontrollably or feel your jaws hang limp as you pace through the jet black halls of the Palace of Night. Fear not. The orb has performed its duty. Your souls are in no danger of being subsumed by the sunless. They are merely curious. They are not beings of flesh or bone, and very seldom do they welcome pilgrims such as us into their enclave. To them, we are fascinating. To us, they are gods. We praise them through our order's preservation of the orb in its cradle at the top of this palace. The strength you may feel in your bones now is a privilege, not a right, and it can be very easily taken away. Follow me, brothers, up to the cradle of the orb so that we may carry it down in procession to the great ones who live below." To schluck this orb all the way down. How big is it? Where do I even go from here? The left is definitely a dead end. Yeah. Well, and there's the outside of the tower, so... Okay, I guess that more challenging path up must be doable then. I'm hoping I just have to roll it down the stairs. If I have to carry it, this is gonna be... I don't even know how we would do that. Oopsie daisy. I guess we should be able to grab on up here. There. Yeah. Okay. It also makes me wonder that taking the orb out of wherever it is might put me in danger. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to try and fling to the left. That's gonna be to do. Not very. But that doesn't look like it's a crumbly rock, so I keep trying to grab it. Gonna get over there. So it's definitely nothing I can grab, right? Yeah. Come on. Let's just try and get as much up onto this ledge as we can. Almost had it. to climb up a little higher, but is this a better spot to fling from, maybe? I just can't get enough momentum to the left. These rocks to that spot up there. This might be good. Now we got our legs under us. No? Oh, come on. Tried to push us to the side. Why didn't anything happen? Oh my god, we made it somehow. Finally. Feeling there's not going to be a checkpoint for a while though, which sucks. I don't know if there's anything to the left we're trying to get to. I think we just need to get up. Definitely can't go to the right. Must actually need to go to the left though. Here's hoping there's something to grab onto. There was, luckily. I must say, this place is not in very good repair. Okay. Come on. Up, CDs. Swing up and around. So I guess we're gonna try and get across this gap somehow. I don't know what you're doing, dude. Lovely. Another note is left for me by Lou. It picks up from a previous one. Now, where did we leave off, old sport? Yes, indeed, I ran as far and as fast as my legs would take me. And their pursuit, though bumbling and easily shaken, was doggedly persistent. I could never linger in any place that would harbor me for long, and there were precious few of those left to me at that point. It seemed burning my bridges had indeed come back to bite me. Eventually, I was backed into a dingy alley in some nameless backwater town. My pursuers were beating down upon me, each with a weapon in hand, intent on carving their due pound of flesh from my body. But, hopeless as the situation was, all was not lost. I'd kept my ears open during my flight and learned much of a great unspoiled garden hidden beneath the earth. At the time, I thought little of it, simply thinking of it as a fantasy the downtrodden clung to so they could make their threadbare lives on the surface a bit less agonizing. But it wasn't just the poor or the shunned who spoke of the garden. Great men, men of wealth, men of intellect, also murmured this tale to each other with conspiratorial winks and grins. I heard them as I crawled through their gutters. They laughed with barely restrained glee at the poor folk whom they'd fed a bastardized version of this tale, with one key omission. They did not know of the Guardian, a great serpent of impossible girth and mortal cunning. None but the wisest, the most deserving, could hope to escape the maw of this fell creature as they had, and so would I, clever as I was, hidden in their culverts and hearing their secrets. I knew of many entrances down below, and in that alley there just so happened to be one, hidden under a loose capstone. I shifted it and vanished from their sight and their reach forever. None of them had the skill or flexibility I had to wind their way down to my secret little tunnels. No. And the Guardian would pose no challenge to me, but... well, the Guardian is out of my reach, old sport. I'm too exhausted now to make that final push. That's why I'm all too happy to pass the torch on to you. I'll be satisfied just to watch you open that door. The orb sits just above this final climb. You're so close. Yippee. So now we have to worry about a giant snake that's gonna eat us too. Lovely. It's different than drowning, I guess. Where am I trying to go here? I actually think I need to be closer to the end of this chain. Although I can't do this. My feet are gonna hit the ground. For some orb. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach the ceiling here, so what am I supposed to do now? Maybe I was supposed to take the chain somewhere else. Because I'm not going to make it over to that either. Okay. Maybe I do take the chain to the left, or maybe there is something there on the right. Yeah, I guess there are some platforms to the right that aren't too far away. Oh, come on. Up. And grab the next one. There we go. Now what? actually seem to go anywhere. Lovely. Okay, guess we're gonna drive the chain to the left. And hopefully there's actually something there. I need to climb up slightly higher. That wasn't very productive. Where am I supposed to go? Maybe if I swung on the chain right, I could have gotten here, but this works. Oh, now I want to grab the stalagmite. Or the stalactite, sorry. Dare collapse on me. It's such a pain in the butt to get here. Darn, I missed my jump. And back down here. Of course. Wow. We are here again. Blue should have had a much easier time than me. He's not paralyzed, so I don't know why. Blue's probably trying to use us to distract the Guardian, and he's gonna sneak into the garden while we're dealing with it, if I had to guess. I don't think there's anything we can do to prevent that from happening, though. Fell there. That's what you were thinking too, Aqua? Yeah. I sure as heck don't trust him, but these jumps so difficult? Whoever designed this tower should have built it to last longer. Also, how do you build something like this underground? Do you just like carve out everything that's not building? Did you really build the building, or did you carve out the rooms? And what do you do with all the stone you carved out of there? It's gotta go somewhere. Big swing. Oh, got it. Now we just have to climb up the completely vertical side of this. And it would help if I could keep my left and right mouse hands. If I could keep track of those better. Yep. Well, we made it to another floor anyways. Well, now we're on a thing where we can't grab onto anything. That makes things rather difficult. I guess we can very slightly move ourselves, but not much. All I can do is fold myself into a pretzel here, it would seem. Come on. That just seems like an awful far swing to try and do. To the right, but I don't know that I have any alternative. Just barely missed it. And now we have to do the entire monkey bar sequence again, I think. unfortunate. I don't think I fell too far down, but... Better this time. There we go. This swing is... I don't know quite how to do this. There's not a lot of space to build up momentum. If I hang up on the very edge, here maybe? No. It's really not ideal. Myself to the left somehow, but there doesn't really seem to be any way of doing that either. Why can't I drag myself across this relatively flat ground even if it is loose? It's like, come on. Paralyzed and incompetent. find the lack of checkpoints disturbing. Oh, I don't know how I actually got that. Okay, So now I'm pretty sure we're just trying to fling ourselves over the smooth rocks. Or the loose rocks or whatever, to where we can grab on to something. Oh, thank goodness. This is one screwed up staircase. If that's even what this is supposed to be. God, how much further to the top of this thing? We found the orb. Oh, there's a note here. One more note from Lou sits next to the glowing orb. Salutations again, old sport. You've done it. I knew from the moment I gazed upon you in the caverns that you would be the one to do what so many could not. You know, the fact is, you've written these same notes to all of my ancestors who died, so I think you just say this to everyone. Just one last step. Grab the orb before you take it back down the tower and place it upon the altar which sits at the lowest level of this great structure. The altar gilded with the same glowing aura as the orb. You can't miss it. When that has been done, the blessings of the depths will be upon you and the way to the garden will open. Fear not, there is nothing left in this life that can do you harm. What about the guardian you were talking about in your other note? Cross that threshold and you'll breathe the rarefied air of the garden once inhaled by the ancients. Air so pure, so perfect. Oh, and that's just the end of the note. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Just whip this thing around? It's gonna be such a pain in the butt to carry down. Luckily, it should roll. Hopefully it's not fragile. That would suck. Break it. Going down is a little easier than going up, I must admit. And we can kind of glitch the physics, except when I get stuck like this. Oh, come on, you silly thing. Could we unfold ourselves? Thank you. I really hope we don't get it stuck somewhere. Hopefully it went down here. Well, I found the orb. And a dead person. I cannot possibly be stuck here. Excuse me? Would you get your... There we go. Surely this isn't like radioactive or something. It's only been glowing down here for thousands of years. Nothing at all strange about that. There's a bunch of writing here. Let's see what this says. Charcoal writing is scrawled on the remains of a column. Beneath it are tattered clothes of an older era. It is done. All done. Every task complete, every dead end found. All roads lead me here, to the foot of the altar. The pitch black maw of the world gapes, ready to receive this humble supplicant into its throat. Why you say it that way? I come coated in the black, slippery blood of the caverns, that I might ease my passage through such a sacred tract, with what scant pounds of my bones and flesh remain intact. My eyes see not the profane internals of the earth atrophied by providence, that I might not bring shame to her. An angel unseen but familiar moves my hand to write these final words. I descended into glory eternal. Soon I shall be where my forefathers are. Sure. Oh, and it turned red. That's not ominous at all. I hear a gate opening somewhere. It stays red even if I take it out, so... Ominous, but probably fine. Oh, well, there was some kind of elevator cage or something, but I guess I will not be grabbing that. Oh, a note. Placed on the edge of a dark chasm is a note from Lou. It reads, "My friend, my dear, dear compatriot. Old sport, you're so close now. All you want, all you sacrifice for, all you need is down there. Just a short hop down that pit and you'll be there. The Guardian. Oh, the garden, where enough flowers to fill endless bouquets blossom, undisturbed by sunlight, warm air, or even a breeze. I'll let you in on something, old sport. You're no fool. Surely you have sussed me out by now, and yes, I'll admit I do know a bit more than I let on. I live there, you see, in the garden. Why would I want to be anywhere else? All the world's secrets come trickling down to me there, like drops of sweet glacier melt through the caves which begin at the very roof of the world. I've heard and learned much, and of course I tend to the flowers. I make many potent medicines out of them, not the least of which is the one that will return you the use of your legs. But I can make so much more. Brews that will render you eternally youthful, pills that will cure you of all pain, and greatest of all, a tincture that will shed the shackles of mortality itself. Yes, old sport, it's all here. And I want so dearly to share it with you. There's just one thing you have to do for me. It won't be hard. All I need is for you to shut your eyes tight and slide yourself forward into that pit. It won't be a minute before you're down here with me and beyond all the cruelties of life. Wouldn't you like to live freely like I do? Leave all your suffering and regrets behind you and twist down into the earth. Be reborn into endless glory. Come now, friend. Huh? Blue. Whatever that means. There's a lot of bodies here. So is Lou the Guardian then? I'm hearing noises. I don't like the noises. He needs my body to nourish the soil. Well, I hate that. I have to say, I don't think he's done very much use of the bodies that are here already. There seem to be a lot of them just laying around. Something big is moving. There are flies. How are there flies down here? Also, the surface is great. He could just go to like Menards and buy fertilizer for his flowers. Oh, metal cage with the dead body inside. Lovely. I love it when I get my elbow stuck on the ceiling. Come on. Can't see shit. It's even darker than pitch black was earlier. Oh, suddenly it got brighter. I don't like this. Oh, well, this is a checkpoint anyways. A note. On the stone drips a message written with some kind of dark oil. Yes, here you are. Finally, here you are. Through twisting dark caverns you have come, guided only by the faint lights of hope and memory. Those lights will not be useful to you any longer. Come closer to me. Not far now. I think we're going into a trap, guys. Oh look, more bodies. Come on. Destitute, the devout, the infidel. None of them had what you do. The simple capacity to set aside their own worthless lives to become one with a being such as I. No matter. Their bones adorn my halls, their skins paper my walls, and their guts fill my belly. What was theirs is now mine regardless. choice because there's so far been one path. Ew, what is that? I hate that. So many desperate arms dragged through these caverns, groping blindly. Their palms and fingertips saw better than their eyes ever could. What these rocks whispered through their skin, I hear as a chorus of better angels than any surface minstrel with eyes upturned could conceive. A rhapsody composed of a single word. Down. This is disgusting. Earlier of what I was before this. That was no lie. I fled from the surface. I lived in fear of the judgment and wrath of men above. You too fled. You were afraid to live a life you knew was unfair. We are one and the same in mind. Soon we will be the same, be of the same in flesh. Do not struggle. Do not flee. There is nowhere save here where you can truly be free. I don't think I like where this is going. At all. Imagine your forefathers are looking on with a fond paternal warmth, recalling with pride their own journeys. I will tell you with certainty, they are not. They are waiting impatiently for you to join them, as they have all joined me. Trapped here. Well, old sport, as I said, it's just you and me. I guess now it'll be just me. Thanks, really, for everything. Everything you did, everything you will do, it's all over now. An endless dream awaits. Beyond all suffering, all desire, all thought. Close your eyes. We're like back at the beginning of the game, though. That's weird. Missed that jump for the rope. Let's try and do a little bit better job here. Come on. There we go. Up the rope. At least the loud music's over. Jeez. turquoises again. It's probably not good. Oh, now we're in the mines. We're just doing like little sections of everything we did before. Hey, Onyx. I don't like how much the cave is shaking. I don't know what's happening. Okay. We're somewhere even deeper now, I guess. Well, I can't go left. Ugh. These rocks are heavy. Is the giant monster not going to eat me then? Or did I die and this is the afterlife? The flower. Okay, I guess we made it to the other side then. Well, there's a dead person here with the journal. Let's see. A note written with a frail hand. It lies on the earth behind the stem of some long dead flower. You have suffered much. I cannot claim to know who you are, but as I lay here taking my last sweet taste of sun-kissed air, I seem to have a strong certainty in my heart that you are one of my kin. You've run through these caves, beleaguered on all sides by temptation just as I. You've come here for the flower, hoping it would spare you the life you so despise, the notion of having to live. My son, that life is a gift. You need not any other life than that which God has blessed you with, I assure you. Bereft of my own legs, cursing my fate, I came to this tomb through sheer stubborn envy. I found there was no way back, the garden fertilized with the bones of our kin, ground to dust by time to sow a flower. It is all merely a dream. I could not bear it. All these poor souls suffered as much as I had or more, and countless more will follow. Through my trials, I had never lost grip of my trusty pick, and filled with some incandescent spirit, I began to dig upward. I had lost my desire for anything I'd sought in this place, and instead wished only to open a path for my forefathers and sons to see daylight again. To know that for the single flower you believe is here, there's an unending meadow of blossoms in the sun. Reach up, my boy. You're almost home. Well, that figures. There is no flower. So what, do we have to try and climb up here, or is... Or is there actually a ceiling here? I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't hold on to that. I thought we were a heck of a lot deeper than this, so this might be a long climb up. There we go. Damn it. Yep, we go. And I missed my jump. That's just how this game goes. Try again. Come on, up we go. That is just a very difficult jump to make. It's gonna be... I just have to like lift myself up and... There we go. Up. There we go. Come on. And another difficult jump, of course. Couldn't be that easy. Clearly I need more practice on my flings. There. Got it. Hopefully that's the last crazy swing we'll have to do, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, we need to swing to the other side here. Come on, up you go. There we go. On to the next one. After all that, there's no flower. What a surprise. And am I gonna have to fling again? Jeez. They're really making me do a lot of flinging here. Yeah, I don't think there's a way otherwise. You know, the guy who dug this tunnel could have, you know, didn't have to do it vertically straight up. He could have done it at a little bit of an angle. Made it a little easier. He knows I'm paralyzed. He's paralyzed. How do you even crawl up here to dig all this? Gosh darn it. Oh, yep. Let's just completely fall down almost the entire thing. Yep. Well, I'll get more practice in it, not falling, I guess. Or I'll get more practice at falling. Alright, there we go. The music is pretty. Each jump is worse than the previous. I really wish it wasn't straight up, my dude. But you know, that guy was more prepared than we were. He actually brought a pickaxe. We didn't even wear a helmet. Do kind of a swing like that, I guess. Nope, not enough. I barely made that. Yeah. I don't think like getting up on this ledge, if we can like fold our legs under us or something, maybe get a little bit of a better jump. I don't know that this will help. Well, that didn't help, for sure. Okay, let me see. Oh, oof. Okay, now we just need to, you know, make it up to the next impossible jump. This is gonna be tricky. Because I can't reach that. rather not have to throw myself across this gap again. Although I'm a little worried that I might have to. Yeah. Gosh darn it. This game sure enjoys making things difficult. Oh man, I was so close. This would be so much easier if I had my legs. There we go. Come on, up. Okay. Oh, a rope. That is something. I find climbing the rope in this game is quite easy. Flinging with it is a little tricky, but not as bad as having to fling without rope. Why's the guy who dug this hole dead in the bottom of it, though? He had to go all the way up to dig it. And then he came back down to leave a note and die there? That's rather considerate of him, I suppose. Or maybe he was bringing the rope down there and it broke part way, and that's why the rope doesn't go all the way to the bottom. Although he also didn't run the rope all the way to the top. That's a little inconsiderate. How deep are we that it is taking this long to climb up? Come. There we go. I hate when I lose track of which hand is which. Ugh. I need to be on the other side, apparently. At least there's a rope here. Or maybe I don't need to be on the other side. I don't know. No way I'm climbing up that, though, so I do need to get over to the rope. How did he dig this far up? With just a pickaxe. I think I might actually want to climb up onto the rock this is anchored to, because it doesn't look like there's anywhere to grab onto from that in range on that ledge. There we go. Well, I can't get up this side either. Gosh darn it. It was a lot easier climbing down into this hole than it is getting out. How am I supposed to actually get across to that? Is that even doable? I guess it is doable. Oh shoot. Ugh. That almost ended badly. Throw myself all the way back down the hole. This is gonna be a tough swing. Wonder if I put myself a little higher, can I get a bit more momentum built up? I can fold my head up, that's for sure. Ugh. Somehow I made that. Barely. And I need to jump across this entire chasm. Lovely. At least here I can build up some proper momentum and screw it up. Yep, there we go. Lovely. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been a lot better. here. I guess maybe if we put ourselves a little bit there. Probably get more momentum if we aren't banging our head on the rock. I did that at about the worst possible timing, actually. When I had no momentum going forwards or backwards. Darn it. Oh, come on. Why can I not get up here? Come on. You can do it. It feels like the guy who dug all the way to the surface and then died down there could have just as easily, you know, gone back to his family and been like, hey, there is no flower. And then I wouldn't have been told this story when I was a kid, and I wouldn't be here. But I think we've established this family isn't very smart. There we go. So I need to time this better. There we go. Got it. Now what am I doing? More climbing. I don't know what I expected. Okay, you dug up to the surface. Why did you dig two paths like this? You could have just dug a path. It's never easy. Okay, I almost did too well on that jump and got the slippery rock and would have fallen. just keep on climbing. And keep on climbing. Oh, and then of course we'll need to do another huge swing across a giant chasm. I wish I could say I was surprised at this point, but I am not surprised. Well, this seems like an area where if I fall, it'll be harder for me to land all the way back at the bottom. Is this the surface? I don't even know what the surface looks like anymore. Wow. Grass. I never thought I'd be this excited to touch grass, chat. I don't know what we do now. We're on the surface. Oh, there's the flower. Wow. Probably not the magical flower that's gonna cure us, though. We're frolicking in the meadow, chat. We're gonna get ticks. Complete the game by ascending. So what could we actually have just kept going at the old guy instead of climbing all the way back up? Oh, the gramophone song is Strawberries, 1924. Can't say I've ever heard that one before. Oh, look, the 069. That's quite the username. It was about the journey, not the destination. Well, I gotta say that the journey sucked. The destination also sucked. The game was good, but there's just something wrong with this guy. There's a hardcore mode. I am gonna pass on that one for now. I think it was challenging enough as it was. I also got an achievement called Actual Cave Diving. Die by drowning. Seems accurate.